Jungkook becomes first Asian solo artist to go platinum in Canada. But did Bang's Si-hyuk orchestrate it all? Jakarta, January 21st, 2026. Could Jungkook's unprecedented solo success in Canada be the pinnacle of his career, or the result of a carefully orchestrated plan behind the scenes? This question has ignited a firestorm across social media platforms, leaving ARMY and industry watchers debating the true engine behind the milestone. As Jungkook becomes the first Asian solo artist to achieve platinum certification in Canada, fans are celebrating, critics are analyzing, and speculation about HYB founder Bang Si-hyuk's strategic influence is heating up. Jungkook's album Golden, released in November 2023, has officially been certified platinum by Music Canada, marking over 80,000 units sold across the country. The album, a full-length solo debut after a series of chart-topping singles, has also spawned multiple multi-platinum tracks, including 7 featuring Lado, which achieved double platinum status, alongside Standing Next to You, and 3D featuring Jack Harlow, each securing platinum certification. Even fan-favorite songs like Euphoria continued to cement Jungkook's legacy with platinum recognition. While the news alone is remarkable, what has fans buzzing is the debate surrounding how much of this triumph is Jungkook's individual talent and how much is attributable to the strategic vision of Bang Si-hyuk, the legendary founder of HYB. ARMY members, while overflowing with admiration for Jungkook's skills, have pointed out that the calculated collaborations, marketing timing, and international rollout suggest the guiding hand of a mastermind behind the scenes. Could this level of precision in career management be replicated independently by Jungkook in the future? Or is HYB's infrastructure an inseparable part of this success? The album Golden's success extends far beyond sales. It shattered records on Spotify, becoming the most streamed album by an Asian solo artist at the time, a milestone that underscores Jungkook's global reach. The inclusion of international stars like Lado and Jack Harlow not only widened the album's appeal but strategically positioned him within Western markets, a move that some argue was carefully orchestrated to ensure maximum international recognition. Social media has erupted in response. On platforms like X.com, formerly Twitter, the hashtag Jungkook Platinum trended worldwide, with ARMY flooding feeds with congratulatory messages, fan edits, and reaction videos. Congratulations, Jungkook dominated trending charts in multiple countries, including Canada, the United States, and Indonesia. Fans celebrated not only the historical nature of the achievement, but also the symbolic breakthrough it represents for Asian artists in Western markets, sparking discussions about representation, influence, and the globalization of K-pop. But amid the celebration, a question lingers. Does this success highlight Jungkook's independent artistry? Or does it reflect the meticulous strategy developed by Bang Si-hyuk over the years? Industry insiders note that Bang's influence has long shaped BTS's international trajectory, from album releases to branding collaborations, media appearances, and even the timing of solo projects. Could Golden's success in Canada be another masterstroke of Bang Si-hyuk's planning, a carefully constructed crescendo in Jungkook's ascent as a solo artist? Adding fuel to the debate, fans have drawn comparisons between BTS's collective success and Jungkook's solo achievements. While BTS has multiple multi-platinum albums in Canada and beyond, Jungkook's solo certification signals a new chapter, not just for him but potentially for Asian solo artists attempting to break into Western markets. Could Jungkook's triumph inspire a wave of new solo acts from Asia, or is it a rare convergence of talent, timing, and executive strategy unlikely to be replicated? The emotional response from fans worldwide is undeniable. In Indonesia, ARMY shared heartfelt messages across Facebook, Instagram, and Reddit, celebrating Jungkook not only as a singer but as a symbol of persistence, artistry, and global representation. Seeing him achieve this makes me believe that our dreams can transcend borders, wrote one fan on Instagram, echoing sentiments shared across continents. Yet, amidst the excitement, industry analysts remain skeptical. Some argue that without HYB's infrastructure, its global distribution networks, marketing expertise, and media connections, Jungkook might not have reached this historic milestone. The album's collaborations, featuring internationally recognized artists, were strategically aligned to maximize chart performance and streaming potential. The question remains, if Jungkook were to go fully independent, could he replicate this level of international success on his own? The implications of Jungkook's Canadian Platinum certification are far-reaching. Beyond record-breaking numbers, this achievement strengthens the global visibility of K-pop solo artists, signaling a shift in how Western markets perceive Asian musicians. It also fuels speculation about Jungkook's next steps. Will he continue under HYB's guidance, or is there a possibility for a new chapter in his career, where his own decisions take center stage? The answer may determine the future of K-pop's influence in the global music industry. AS Army continues to celebrate and media outlets dissect the news. One thing is clear, Jungkook's platinum certification is more than a personal milestone. It's a cultural moment. It prompts reflection on the delicate balance between talent and strategy, the artistry of music and the precision of management, and the potential for Asian artists to command the same global stage that has historically been dominated by Western acts. Could this be the start of a trend where more Asian solo artists break into Western markets? Or is Jungkook's achievement a unique confluence of timing, talent, and executive guidance? Only time will tell, but for now, the world watches as Jungkook cements his legacy, raising questions that transcend charts and sales figures. What does it truly take to achieve international music supremacy, and who shapes the narrative behind every historic success? With Golden's platinum certification in Canada, Jungkook has not just broken records, he has opened doors. Doors that fans, fellow artists, and industry leaders alike are eager to see what lies beyond. The next chapter of Jungkook's journey may well define not only his solo career, but the future landscape of K-pop as a global phenomenon. The ripples of Jungkook's historic certification in Canada extend far beyond mere numbers. For years, BTS had dominated international charts as a group, gradually dismantling stereotypes about K-pop and Asian music's place in Western markets. But Jungkook's solo ascent represents a nuanced shift. It's one thing to be part of a cultural phenomenon. It's quite another to carve an individual path that resonates equally with millions across continents. The platinum certification raises critical questions. Is this the rise of a new generation of solo Asian stars? And if so, is Jungkook the exception or the blueprint? The album Golden itself serves as a case study in meticulous planning intertwined with artistic evolution. While fans praise its emotive vocals, genre diversity, and international collaborations, industry analysts highlight the strategic timing of its release. November 2023 was a period when global music consumers were particularly attuned to cross-cultural collaborations, as seen with other Western Asian projects gaining traction. The inclusion of American rappers Latto and Jack Harlow wasn't just for musical synergy. It was a calculated bridge to Canadian and American audiences, aligning Jungkook's sound with familiar Western tastes while retaining his distinct K-pop identity. Bang Si-hyuk, affectionately known as Hitman Bang, is no stranger to such precision. The founder of HYB and architect behind BTS's global rise, Bang has been credited with understanding international markets in a way few executives achieve. Many ARMY members, while fiercely supportive of Jungkook, have openly speculated that this platinum moment is as much a testament to Bang's foresight as it is to Jungkook's talent. Jungkook could sing in the shower and people would love it, but it's Bang's strategy that turns it into a platinum album, one fan wrote on Reddit, echoing the broader online conversation. Yet, the narrative is not one-dimensional. The emotional impact of Jungkook's achievement resonates deeply with fans precisely because of his journey. From a teenage trainee under the intense scrutiny of South Korea's idol system to a global solo star commanding stages and streaming platforms, Jungkook's story embodies resilience and artistry. Each note, each lyric, and each collaboration carries the weight of years of dedication, making Golden not just a commercial product, but a personal narrative translated into music. The Canadian market, historically conservative in embracing non-Western artists, makes Jungkook's achievement even more remarkable. Music Canada's platinum certification requires sales exceeding 80,000 units, a figure that, while numerically specific, symbolically represents a breakthrough in visibility and acceptance. The accompanying multi-platinum singles amplify this impact, demonstrating sustained consumer engagement rather than fleeting curiosity. For Jungkook, this is more than a personal milestone. It's a cultural milestone, signaling a growing openness in Western markets to Asian artistry and storytelling. Fans have not shied away from celebrating this moment on social media, creating a global tapestry of emotion and reflection. Twitter threads, Instagram reels, and X.com posts abound with fan reactions ranging from euphoric celebrations to analytical breakdowns of streaming data. Jungkook didn't just reach platinum, he reached hearts worldwide, wrote one fan on Facebook, summarizing what many feel, a blend of pride, joy, and cultural significance. These reactions underscore the dual nature of Jungkook's success. It is both commercially groundbreaking and deeply personal for millions who have followed his journey since BTS's debut. But lurking beneath the celebration is the debate about independence and sustainability. Can Jungkook maintain this trajectory without the structural and strategic backing of HYB? Many speculate that his trajectory is intertwined with Bang Si-hyuk's guidance, the meticulous selection of collaborators, timing of releases, international marketing campaigns, and management of media narratives. If Jungkook were to pursue full independence, would the same formula succeed? Or would it reveal the delicate interplay between talent and strategic orchestration that has defined his rise? Critics also point to the broader implications for K-pop. Jungkook's achievement could serve as a catalyst for other solo artists, signaling that global markets are not only accessible but receptive to Asian talent. However, this raises complex questions about accessibility and opportunity. How much of success is determined by artistic ability versus structural support? And as the world celebrates Jungkook, are the doors truly open for others? Or is this a rare alignment of talent, timing, and strategy unlikely to repeat easily? The narrative is complicated further by the emotional connection between Jungkook and BTS fans. ARMY has long celebrated the synergy between the group's collective identity and individual members' artistic expression. While solo ventures are thrilling, they inevitably invite comparisons to group achievements. Jungkook's platinum certification adds a new layer. It challenges perceptions, reshapes expectations, and amplifies the discussion about individual versus group legacies. Fans and commentators alike are asking, does Jungkook now occupy a space entirely of his own? Or is this milestone inseparable from the BTS foundation that nurtured him? International media outlets have also taken notice. From Canadian music publications to American mainstream news, Jungkook's milestone is framed as a momentous cultural event. Coverage often juxtaposes his solo achievement with BTS's collective success, highlighting the nuance of individual recognition within a global phenomenon. Some headlines even speculate whether Bang Si-hyuk orchestrated this success, a debate that mixes reverence for Jungkook's talent with curiosity about the mechanisms behind global pop dominance. The conversations extend beyond industry metrics into cultural representation. Jungkook's success challenges stereotypes about Asian artists in Western entertainment, contributing to a broader dialogue about diversity, inclusion, and global cultural exchange. The platinum certification is more than an accolade. It is a symbol of progress, illustrating that artistry can transcend national boundaries and cultural expectations. Yet the question remains tantalizingly open. What is next for Jungkook? Will he consolidate this success under HYB's guidance, exploring new international collaborations? Or will he carve a more independent path, relying solely on his vision and artistry? The answers carry weight not only for his personal trajectory, but for the future of K-pop as a global force. Could his journey redefine the blueprint for solo Asian artists seeking recognition in Western markets? Or is this a unique convergence that may not easily replicate? As fans continue to celebrate and analysts continue to speculate, Jungkook's platinum certification stands as a multidimensional achievement. It represents talent, strategy, global influence, cultural resonance, and the evolving dynamics between individual artistry and executive orchestration. Every stream, every purchase, every fan post becomes part of a larger narrative, one that blends music, culture, and business into a single, historically significant moment. What is undeniable is that Jungkook's achievement is more than a personal milestone. It is a signal to the world that boundaries in music are becoming increasingly fluid, that Asian artists can, and will, command stages previously thought unattainable, and that the intersection of talent and strategic management can redefine